coming off the bench with it, off the bench with it. But I said, coach, you know he's sick with it.
Yo, what's up, everybody? This String Cheese here. Welcome to Off the Bench. I'm your host. My co-host right here. Give it up for my man, B. Mike.
Yes, sir.
He's feeling good because them Broncos just knocked off.
Yes, sir.
Took that all away from them boys, man.
Yes,
so
sir.
I know. Yeah, y'all see him. He's feeling good. But, we like them Baltimore Ravens today, man. My team on IR, so we down 2 people. But we got your picks in from Junior. One of the guys is not out today. He gonna give you his humble his top 6 plays, top 6 teams. So with no further ado, let's get into it. Bo Nix, 242, 1 TD, passer rating of 88. Jalen Hurts sacked 6 times, 280 yards, 2 TDs, passer rating of 100. J.K. Dobbs, 79 rushing yards, 1 TD. This surprised everybody. Saquon Barkley, 6 carries, 30 yards. My man Cortland was 1 yard away from that bag, so he only got 99 yards. Devontae Smith, 114. A.J. Brown, haven't found it yet, 43 yards. No turnovers for either team in the game. Total yards, Denver, 358. 228 of that is in the air, 130 on the ground, so they had a balanced attack. Philadelphia, 302. 257 in the air, no run game with 45 yards. You off the bench, B. Mac, floor is yours, man.
All right, look, man. First of all, as a Denver Bronco fan, I gotta say, man, that game was our Super Bowl, man. Like, that was the coming out game for the whole team, for Bo Nix, for the running game for Sean Payton. Sean Payton's been talking a lot this whole offseason. This is the Super Bowl team. We finally got a chance to see that because in order to beat a champ, you have to beat the champ, right? So the Denver Broncos, to me, showed a complete game. Defensively and offensively, a complete game. We should be 5-0 right now. We should be 5-0, and I see your face.
Cheese on the plate.
It's good.
Got no flag, but I got cheese. Cheese on the plate.
But you gotta realize, man, the two L's that we got were walk-offs. Like the Colts game, we would have won if not for that leverage play, that leverage penalty. The Chargers game was a walk-off. So we should have won those games. In week 1 through 4, we did not trail in the fourth quarter at all. They were walk-offs. Not 1 second did we trail in the fourth quarter until this game. We should be 5-0, which means that we are a top 5 team in this league. Yeah, I said it. Yes, sir. Bronco country, stand up. Yes, sir. What you got to say, man?
Listen here, man. Y'all ain't beat nobody. Y'all just caught Philadelphia on a bad day. That's all you did. You caught Philly on a bad day. Y'all not a top 5 team. I mean, let's look at some facts right here. Okay. Philadelphia is the most expensive offense in the league. Saquon Barkley, previous 125 yards per game is down to 53, so they can't run the ball right now. And that is the identity of this Philadelphia Eagles team. Nick Sirianni is tripping because your wide receivers want stats instead of W's. So now you're up 14 and you want to throw the ball to keep your wide receivers happy when you need to work the clock. Game management, you're the defending champions. This is something you should know how to do. Philadelphia is just off right now. Y'all caught them at the right time. Let's look at their last 5 games. Dallas, 3-point second half. Mm-hmm. Kansas City, 5 pass attempts in the second half. Mm-hmm. Los Angeles Rams, you had -1 yard passing in the first half. Tampa Bay outgained you 227 to -1 yards in the second half. And Denver, you're up 14 and you run the ball twice with Saquon Barkley. So this team is not finding their rhythm, their groove. They out of sync. You got too many divas in the room. Now, the Philadelphia Eagles Central reported Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, Saquon Barkley having a meeting for hours. For what?
Yeah, heard about that.
Coach ain't even in the meeting. So like I'm saying, y'all caught them dudes at the right time. Everybody talking about Denver's a contender. No, you're not. Because come December, Denver's not winning these games. Philadelphia is. Yeah.
That's interesting. That's interesting. But you brought up a point that I like because you listed all these games and how Philly performed in these games. So we didn't catch Philly on a bad day. We caught Philly being Philly. Philly has yet this year to put a complete game for 4 quarters. It's either the first half or the second half. If you look at last week, they played Tampa Bay. They were good in the first half. Second half, they were trash. The same thing that happened this week. First half, it looked good. It was like 17-3. And then when you come in the second half, you're trash. That's who Philly is this year. So it's not a thing where the Broncos caught them on a bad day. We caught them being them, and we had to go to the link. This is not like they were in the Mile High. They were at the link, and we came to the link and did what we had to do. So this isn't this fit. No, like we gotta. And then okay. So you said about their offense being okay. They're expensive, things of that nature. But you have on defense these people, and people are saying they're dogs. Quinion Mitchell, Jalen Carter, the Pro Bowlers, they're dogs. Where were the dogs?
So for time's sake, we gotta get off this segment. But real quick, one thing Philadelphia do from this year and to last year is they win ugly. And Jalen Hurts make plays when he's supposed to make plays. That's why you had in all the offseason people saying Jalen Hurts top 5, top 3, but he's outside of the top 10, sometimes 5 to 10. Because he went ugly, don't care about stats. And he'll get the job done when it's time to get the job done. But because of these divas he got, it's not working. But that's all that is. But so let's jump into our next segment. Let him cook. When we give you individual or a team that we feel had an amazing day. So let him cook. You off the bench. B. Mike, who you got?
Hey, man, we going to keep it right here in Denver, Colorado, man. We going to talk about my man Nick Bonito, a.k.a. Casa Bonito. All right? Now, check this out, man. Last year, he was ranked 38 on the top 100. This is the 3rd round pick. He came out of nowhere doing his thing. Last year, 13 and a half sacks. 2 pick 6. Now, he is probably the most twitchy, instinctual, and his first step rivals Micah. He covers a lot of ground with his first 2 steps that is hard for tackles to recover, right? He's on pace right now to break Von Miller's team record, 18 and a half sacks. He's right now, week 5, he's number 1 in sacks, number 1 in pressures, 2nd in quick pressures, 25th in pass rush snaps. So we have to really think that through. If he's 25th in pass rush snaps and he leads the league in pressures and sacks, that right there is crazy, man. Let that man cook. He has more sacks than the Jags, the Jets, the Eagles, Titans, Ravens, 49ers, and the Panthers. Let him cook.
That's only because Green Bay was on a bye, so Michael Parsons didn't play, and neither did give him that.
Mike ain't doing nothing this year, man.
hey, we're gonna get into that, but I'm gonna get. But as far as let him cook, who's cooking? The ultimate revenge game. My boy from Montgomery County, my hometown, Stephon Diggs. This dude had 12 targets, but 10 receptions, 146 yards. First time a receiver from New England had back-to-back 100-yard games since Tom Brady and Julius Edelman. Let that sink in. Their receivers has been garbage since this dude showed up. Diggs' first time getting over 140 yards since 2022. This dude make QBs look great. So, one thing he did in the game that really stood out to me was he was on a mission. And when a receiver catches the ball and look downfield and try to turn and run before he catch the ball, that's a big no-no for receivers. They've been showing clips of how Diggs' feet was positioned to turn up the field, but he never took his eyes off the ball or away from the quarterback. Wow. Bow, and he was gone. The way this dude was moving, and then he know how to run when his quarterbacks want to move. And those little backyard routes he was running to the house, man, this dude had an amazing day. Diggs, that's who was cooking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You can't say nothing about that.
I can't say nothing. I mean, we don't get into the New England Bills game, so I'm gonna leave it for that. But I can't disagree with you, man. I can't disagree.
All right. Moving on, man. We're gonna get into these the second upset that we had this past Sunday. This was the Monday night game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Monday night. New England, Buffalo. I ain't gonna get into it right now. So let's get into it. Drake made 273, 101 yard passer rate. He got sacked 4 times. Josh Allen, 253, 2 TDs, 1 interception. Passer rating of 103. He got sacked 1 time. Trayvon, 6 carries, 24 yards. Really had no running game going on over there. Josh Allen was actually the leading rusher for Buffalo. 9 carries, 53 yards. James Cook, 15 carries, 49 yards. Like I told you, luckily the episode last week didn't get aired because I told you when James Cook played a contender, he don't do nothing.
I knew he was about to say that.
You know it. I wasn't letting that slide. But continue on, man. Stephon Diggs, who I just said was cooking, man. 10 receptions, 146 yards. Dalton Kincaid, 6 catches, 108 yards. New England as a team, 338 yards, 267 dead in the air, 71 on the ground. Buffalo, 363, 245 in the air, 118 on the ground. Both teams had a nice little balanced attack there. B-Mike, you're off the bench. What we got?
Hey, man, so coming off the bench, man, so what I saw in this game is the Patriots beat the Bills at their own game. The Bills are used to being ahead and letting everyone else catch up to them. But through three quarters, there's a cheese on the plate. But in three quarters, the Patriots were up. The Bills are normally winning the turnover battle. In this game, that was not the case. They had 2 fumbles in the first quarter. Josh Allen with the INT, Marcus Jones. And on the other side of it, Drake just made play after play after play after play. And it seemed as though his best plays were out of the pocket. Every time he ran to the right, Diggs, like every single time, toe tap, like it was money. Josh McDaniels called a great game as offensive coordinator, and I feel like this is the first game that the Bills have been tested. They've played the Ravens, which is the worst defense, played the Jets, who have Justin Fields, the Dolphins, who have just a bunch of wasted talent, and they played the Saints with Spencer Rattler. No, come back, man. Come on back. So the Bills have not been tested. You look at the Patriots are top 10 in offense and they're number 12 in defense. So they are a complete team. And I feel like that the Bills just ran into a team that wasn't like the others.
Let's address the cheese on the plate.
Okay,
You said the Bills never been tested, so week 1 wasn't a test?
Nah, not with the worst defense in the league.
How is that not a test when they had to come back and win the game? That's opening day.
Mm-hmm.
Both teams' adrenaline is pumping. They ready to go. The Baltimore that we see right now is not the Baltimore we saw week 1. Big difference.
No, the defense.
Week 1, that was a game. Baltimore was out in front and their defense was playing.
Okay.
They just didn't finish the game.
Mm-hmm.
And you said, I had 2 cheeses. I had cheese on 2 plays. That was one. I forgot the other one. Old timers. I'm old. I'm going to get it back. I ain't going to forget that. So, yeah, I'm going to piggyback off that a little bit. New England, biggest win last 5-6 years.
Easy.
Sad for Buffalo. Like, that's your last Sunday night game at Highmark Stadium, and you let a team that's in a rebuild give you an L. That's tough. The entire left side of New England's offensive line are rookies. So you let them dudes come in there and snap a 26-game streak of Buffalo winning the turnover battle.
Yep.
They snapped it. It's over. Mike Vrabel has changed the culture of that defense over there in New England. And the defense looks really great since Gonzo returned. The biggest thing I saw from the game is, when it came down to Buffalo needing to play, Josh Allen had to make it. With his legs, his arm, he just had to make the play. Buffalo needs a number one receiver. Their receivers is not like Green Bay receivers. Green Bay doesn't have a true number one, but their receivers is way better than Buffalo's, and all those guys good. Like, when we need a play, we got anybody we can go to. Buffalo needed a play. They couldn't go to nobody. Like, that there was bad. So Buffalo needs a number one receiver, but when it came down for Drake May to make a play in New England, man, that boy Stephon Diggs was on fire, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That boy was on fire. He made plays, bro. That boy was on fire.
Yeah.
He represented well. All right, let's go. Moving on. So we got another segment called Got Smoked, where we talk about who was an embarrassment this past Sunday, man. Like, got smoked, bro. For you, who got smoked?
Man, as a Bronco fan, I'm glad to say the Raiders.
That's so Denver of you, bro. Talk about somebody other than Denver.
Listen. Hey, man, let me feel good today, man. Let me feel good, man. But, man, the Raiders, man, they looked like the Raiders of old. I feel like the Raiders just need to hang it up, man. Like, sell the whole franchise. You know what I mean? Like, it's bad. Geno Smith has got to go. You think that you're just going to bring Pete Carroll and Geno Smith over and it's going to be miraculously good? Like, no. What they did in Seattle wasn't predicated just on them. You had DK Metcalf. You had Tyler Lockett. You don't have those people in in Las Vegas right now. You do not have that. Geno Smith is not going to save you. They should have did what the Bengals just did, traded for Flacco, and try to save this. And try to save this. But nah, all honesty, man, the Raiders got smoked, man. They let 40 points get put on their head by the Colts, man. So yeah, Raiders got smoked.
I'm with everything you said. I'm not agreeing with you, but you put up Joe Flacco, bro.
Oh no, man, that was a joke. That's laughable. That's laughable. I don't know what the Bengals are doing over there, but they just traded for Flacco. Hey, best of luck to y'all, man.
All right. Over here with me, man, got smoked, man. It ain't nobody but the San Diego Chargers defense, bro. All off season. That's all you hear people talking about is Jim Harbaugh, how good of a coach he is, and the only person holding those dudes back is Justin Herbert. That ain't the case, bro. This defense supposed to have been all gas, no brakes. JD5 first game back, he had 100 yards. He had 100 passer rating. They gave up 100 yards on the ground. Yeah, man. The only dominating game this team had was against the Raiders. They let a rookie get his first win. A rookie. Like, yeah, bro, this defense is disappointing right now, man. And granted, they still in the top 10 outside of the top 5, but yeah, I'm not impressed, and they got smoked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%. I mean, definitely their defense got smoked, but just looking into the future, man, like you lose Omarion Hampton now. I think they put him on.
That's tough. Yeah, that's a tough loss right there.
That's tough, and I think Najee wasn't even healthy this year. He's been kind of beat up and down, so
yeah.
It's not looking good for them, man. It's really not looking good.
Yeah. All right, we're winding down in the show, man. It's been a great show so far, but we all have our own segment. So JR is not here. You might have seen him on My Humble Opinion. That's his podcast. So on our show, he does My Humble 6, which is his top 6 teams heading into week 6. And at number 6, he has the Kansas City Chiefs. At number 5, the Buffalo Bills. Number 4, Philadelphia. Number 3, Pittsburgh. Number 2, Jacksonville. Number 1, Detroit. Bro, it's cheese everywhere on this list, bro. You can get this one first, bro.
Hey, bro.
That's why he ain't here. He sent this list. That's terrible.
Hey, bro, I'm looking for some cheddar, some Gouda, something myself. Bro. Hey, look, I don't know about that list, man, but here's mine. I got the Packers number 6, the Bucks number 5, 49ers number 4, Bills number 3, Eagles 2, Lions 1. That's my list. I feel like right now, most of my top 6 has to go to the NFC. I feel like the AFC right now is wide open, and I cannot put, even though teams like Jacksonville they're 4-1, I can't put them in my top 6, man. So definitely, I have most of the NFC on my top 6 right now.
So look at here. I think the AFC and the NFC is wide open right now. But definitely Tampa Bay needs to be in that top 6. Them boys is looking really good. Was laughable. I saw Stephen A-list, and he had the Rams at number 2.
Is that the Rams?
Cheese for Stephen A. Smith. That dude tripping.
Wait, the Rams? Didn't they just lose to Mac Jones and a hobble 49ers team?
They sure did. Okay, so as you guys see, my co-host B Mike, he's been here today. He is shifting the narrative. That's his podcast. So his segment, Get With Him, is called Shifting Gears, where he feels as though he's going to let you know who is turning it around and figuring things out. B Mike, who's shifting gears over there?
All right, so normally, man, we would go with personnel, whether it be an offensive player or a defensive player. But this week, I have to go with a whole division, man, the AFC South in general. Listen, the AFC South has been so laughable. My entire childhood, growing up, like, just laughable. You have the Jags, the Colts, the Texans, Titans, laughable. But for me, for the Jags and the Colts especially, to be 4-1 in week 5, to me, that shows that it's competitive football. They are winning games outside of their division. The Texans might be 2-3, but they only are allowing like 12 points per game to their opponents. So they are the number 1 defense in terms of points per game at this moment. That's what's shifting gears, man. The AFC South.
You do know Tennessee's over there, right? You ain't talk about them.
No. They over there, man, with the cheese. You know what I'm saying? They over there.
You said the whole division.
I mean, but the thing about it is collectively, I would still say that division, hands down. They're shifting gears, man.
Man, you just picked them because they all won a game. You want to know the division that you should say that's cooking?
Who?
The NFC North. Because not one team over there lost a game, and everybody in the division has a winning record. I hate to say it, but the Bears is 500, but they cooking over there. Man, all kinds of cheese on that.
Man, that sounds like a Green Bay answer to me. That sounds like a Green Bay answer.
All right, so now it's my turn. My platform is Process Formula, so I'm going to tell you who not to trust. So I'm coming at you with my segment, which is Don't Trust the Process. And ladies and gentlemen, I got notes. It is the Tennessee Titans. I just can't get it out of my mind. Yes, they won a game. They wasn't going to go 0-16. But it took a team that's worse than them that's going to be on my segment soon, Arizona Cardinals. I mean, Tennessee throws an interception. Arizona picks it off, fumbles the ball, kicks it in the end zone. Tennessee recovers. When have you ever seen something like that? Arizona's going in for the score, fumble the ball across the goal line, touchdown. Like, I've never seen nothing like that in my life. That was the worst on worst. Anyway, the Tennessee defense. That process I don't want to trust. When it comes down to the players, the coaches, the front office, it's hard. So, I got a list of draft picks going back to 2018. Yeah. They drafted 3 defensive players. None are on the team. 2019, 4 defensive players. 2 are on the team. Those 2 guys, they extended and gave money to because they dogs. 2020. No one's on the team. 2021, no one's on the team. 2022, 1 person, Roger McCray. So you're talking about 5 years of draft picks, only 3 of your rookies or 3 of your draft picks is on your team. Now you go to 2023. You don't draft a single defensive player. Not one. Maybe they figured they'll get the defensive players in free agency. I don't know. But to have so much bad luck drafting, you would think you would figure it out, but you draft nobody? And then your 2024, your 2025 draft class. Those guys are hurt or they're second stringers. I'm looking on my list. And only Cedric Gurry is a starter. Everybody else second and third strings. They don't develop players over there. When they get you, they get rid of you. So, to me, Tennessee's biggest issue is their front office. Like, you're not going to have success in this league unless you develop players.
Yeah.
So you don't develop these rookies you draft who going to play for nothing, the rookie contract, if they're in the second, third, fourth. You know, you get jewels and gems out of those later rounds. You could miss on your first round draft pick because, you know, it happens. But golly, man, talk about why they suck. I'm going to do their offense next, bro. That's terrible. Man. What you got to say about Tennessee? Because, you know, you just picked that division to be shifting gears.
Listen, man, when you started bringing up the stats about their draft, right? It brought me back to 2022 when they traded A.J. Brown, right? Like, you traded A.J. Brown and you used that pick. I think they got Treylon Burke, right? So you picked up him. But it's like you're not keeping your players, man. Like, to me, that was the beginning of the end for y'all. Like, why in the world would you trade that man? Because you didn't want to pay him? Pay that man. Like, you guys are not doing a good job from the front office. It's always this Band-Aid. Just like when they got Ryan Tannehill. Where they got him from, they got Ryan Tannehill. And he doing all right there, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you guys aren't developing anyone. You guys are just trying to grab people from other teams and try to Band-Aid your flaws. Nah, man, you got to break it down, all the way down, because this is not a good organization.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so coming to a close, we got one more thing to talk about. Thursday night football. New York Giants, Philadelphia Eagles, divisional game. Both teams coming off a loss. Who you got?
I got the Eagles, man. I feel like this should be an easy win for the Eagles. I feel like this game is going to be won and lost in the trenches, just because New York really can't rely on their rookie quarterback to make the same play that Jalen Hurts makes. So they're going to rely on Scatterbo. They're going to rely on Cam Scatterbo to really pound the rock and control the game with the play clock and time of possession. Saquon is going to have a game. It's going to come down to the trenches, man. Which team can run the ball? That's what it's going to come down to, and I got that going in the favor of Philadelphia.
Yeah, man. For me, I don't know, man. It's going to be tough. Divisional games can always go either way. It's going to be tough on New York with the rookie quarterback, and you lost your deep threat. But the fact that Philadelphia, normally when you have a closed-door meeting, it's normally either a team meeting or one side of the ball. Defense, offense, it's never just three players. So the fact that you got to sit down and meet with three players, why Saquon Barkley's in the meeting when the problem is the receiver corps. They're complaining. They're complaining so much that the head coach is taking the ball out of Saquon's hand and trying to put it in their hands. So with all this going on with them behind closed doors, man, it's hard to say, but because it's Philly and it's New York, I'm going with Philly. So there you have it. Off the bench, had a good show today.
Yes, sir.
B-Mac, anything you got closing remarks before we get out of here?
Nah, man, I'm just looking forward to a great week of football, man. And we'll see y'all next week, man. I'm good.
Yeah, you know it's going to be a great week of football. I mean, this week of football was kind of like mediocre because the Packers had a bye, but, you know, they're back next week, so all restored in the NFL. String Cheese, we out, man. We catch y'all next time. Off the bench.